What's up, everybody? Anthony here, Reflection Concept, reflectionconcept.com. I'm just kind of hanging out tonight. Short video. Just want to talk briefly about creating ambient textures on any instrument. Mine happens to be bass. Oh, and just a quick thank you to everybody. The last video that I posted, I got a lot of subscribers from that video. My goal was to make it over that 500 subscriber mark. We absolutely smashed that. Got me into the sixes. Really cool. Let's, if you wouldn't mind, if you don't subscribe to the channel, please do so. Want to get over that 1,000 threshold, maybe. Maybe that's the new goal. Whether we're talking subscriber count, we're talking any type of output, or creative endeavors. Small goals equal one bigger goal. I don't really have a vast, larger goal in mind, but I will say this: I really enjoy making these videos and interacting with everybody out there that's been commenting. Appreciate the support, appreciate the questions, appreciate the discussions that we're having. So just having a lot of fun creating this stuff. So I love creating ambient textures. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'm not going to ask you to follow me in two places, but if you want to, hop over to my Instagram page. It's anthony.pecora over on the IG. I've definitely done some wilder sounds, and I've explored some of the spacier stuff on there. Haven't gone too far into that on this channel, but we're going to touch on it tonight a little bit. But I like exploring some unique sounds out of the bass guitar. So I got this MXR Layers. If you want a very, very easy way to dive into some ambient stuff, this is a great pedal to do it, right? It's kind of no-brainer. So we turn it off. I need hit the volume pedal. Have reverb on. So clean bass. We just click on the MXR. No reverb. There's nothing else. Literally clean bass into the MXR. It's cool because I have the dry signal totally out of that. So the only thing it's going to produce is a swell. Now, quick side note on that. For me, when I find a useful sound in a pedal, it stays that way for a long, long time, even if that pedal is capable of so much more. I want to find the inspiration. I want to find the sound that inspires me, and I want to know what I'm getting into. So therefore, if I am in a situation where I am just playing bass, and I want to just instantly dive into some ambient stuff, that's a pretty extreme example. I don't know there's any gig where I'm playing some groove stuff and I want to dive right into that. But definitely you can pop some reverb on in specific sounds in a more song-orientated way. But nonetheless, I love exploring the ambient side of things. And just a quick demonstration on kind of how I would build some ambient textures. So I'm going to turn on the layers, right from my clean sound. And then we'll maybe pop some delay or some reverb on that as well. So we're going to space that out a little bit more. And then if I want to add like some saturation to that, you can always click on some overdrive. It's not overdriving in the way that fuzz bass or anything would. It's just, it is really adding that break up, that almost tube tape-like saturation. So a lot of times, as a piece of music would progress, I would stack that stuff on, building that saturation layer deeper and deeper, then strip it away. So rather than relying strictly on harmonic movement in order to build like a motif or some tension and release, you can almost do that with sounds. So we add the Boss tape delay on top, or the space echo, which is like a tape delay to me. See what I mean? Now, if we would start that with like a clean loop, it's so weird doing this with my hands. I have a new camera setup that I'm gonna be trying out shortly, so hopefully I can make these videos flow a little bit better with the views. But I have just a pretty clean bass. little loop I have down on my boomerang looper. Still my favorite looper, the old school one. Just know how to use it really well. It's very intuitive to me. So I have that, right? So we start with just the layers. So we're building on that. We want to add the next layer. We would add a longer reverb to that. And we'd add the overdrive. And then finally would add the delay, so we're really in the So we're thinking, or at least I am thinking about, let me fade that out, tension and release as a sonic thing. Now there was a harmonic motif to that, obviously in the key of C. Well, not obviously, I'm telling you now I'm in the key of C, A minor. So I was kind of using that A big tone, incorporating the C, F, and E in that. So there was some harmonic movement in that, but I was really relying on the textures from the pedals to kind of create that tension. And if we started stacking loops on top of each other, it's a great way to do it. So it's fun to just perform that stuff solo. My biggest advice with anyone exploring getting into pedals, and I know there's some bass players out there that just are vehemently against pedals, that's totally cool. There's plenty of gigs where I don't use any pedals, playing just clean bass. But even in that case, I would say, be inspired by a sound. If that's your clean sound, let it be your clean sound. But if you want to explore pedals and you latch onto something because sonically it pleases you, it makes you play a different way, or it makes you sculpt your tone or your phrasing. That's the best thing, is when a pedal has some effect on your phrasing. I really, really like making my playing and my creative mind kind of available for the inspiration to strike when I'm getting into some different sounds, regardless of what that is. I think that's probably something that actually takes some practice to do, is being available for inspiration to strike, being available to be inspired by something that you hear or that you see or that you smell or that you taste. It's a really, really important part to it. So I don't want to, I could shoot many videos on the creative side. I keep saying that I'm going to, but everything keeps going back to the bass, even though tonight it really didn't sound like one. So hope that if you have any questions at all, please leave me a comment. Again, I really, really love the discussion that's going on the channel. Please hit that subscribe button and get some pedals, explore a little bit. See you next time.